On the 11th of November 2024, Ruben Amorim was announced as Man United's new head coach. And despite some rumours and certainly talks held, Ruud Van Nistelrooy was let go. Widely regarded as one of the most lethal goal scorers of his generation, Ruud's exploits as a striker for clubs like PSV Eindhoven, Real Madrid, the Netherlands, and most notably Manchester United are well documented. With an innate ability to find the back of the net, his career was defined by clinical finishing and intelligent movement. But what about his transition from player to manager? How has Ruud Van Nistelrooy adapted to the world of football management, and what can we learn from his tactical approach, his experience as a player, and the influences that have shaped his managerial philosophy? Ruud Van Nistelrooy retired from playing professional football in 2012 at the age of 35 after a successful career at both club and international levels. Following his retirement, Van Nistelrooy did not step away from football altogether. Instead, he immediately began studying the game from a different perspective, setting his sights on a career in management. Initially, Van Nistelrooy began working with the Dutch national team as part of their coaching setup. His early steps into coaching involved learning from established Dutch coaches, including those who had a significant impact on his own playing career. His relationship with coaches like Guus Hiddink and Louis van Gaal, who had shaped his understanding of the game as a player, were influential in shaping his managerial mindset. Van Nistelrooy's first real managerial role came in 2018, when he took over as head coach of PSV Eindhoven's second team. The decision to manage PSV's reserves was a strategic one. It allowed him to hone his coaching skills in a controlled environment while still working within a club that had helped shape him as a player. His work at PSV's second team was largely seen as a stepping stone, but his tactical acumen and leadership qualities were beginning to show. In 2021, Van Nistelrooy's career as a manager took a significant step forward when he was appointed head coach of PSV Eindhoven's first team, replacing Roger Schmidt. It was a major moment for the former striker, as it marked his first significant managerial position at a top-level club. He was then in Erik ten Hag's staff at Manchester United before ten Hag was sacked in the early 24-25 season. Ruud had been gaining insight from this position at a club that he loved before the new Man United manager Ruben Amorim preferred his familiar coaching staff to Ruud and therefore told him that he was not needed. Pretty brave from Ruben. Click here for our video on Amorim and his tactics at United and subscribe if you enjoy. Ruud Van Nistelrooy's managerial approach is shaped by a combination of factors. His experiences under influential coaches, his deep understanding of the tactical nuances of football, and his own playing philosophy. One key characteristic of Van Nistelrooy's style as a manager is his ability to adapt to various tactical demands while maintaining the flexibility to evolve in different situations. Like many other Dutch managers, Van Nistelrooy has been influenced by the rich history of Dutch football. The Dutch tradition of total football, a fluid system where players are interchangeable in their positions and tactics emphasize fluidity, creativity, and collective teamwork, has shaped Van Nistelrooy's outlook as a coach. While he does not rigidly adhere to a classical total football system, there are elements of this philosophy in his tactical approach. During his time at PSV Eindhoven, Ruud implemented a system that prioritised high pressing, intense ball recovery and rapid transitions, all hallmarks of Dutch football. The aim was to keep possession of the ball while playing a fast, direct game. Like many Dutch managers, Van Nistelrooy understands the importance of maintaining tactical discipline, but also believes in allowing his players to express their creativity on the ball. Van Nistelrooy is also pragmatic in how he deploys his teams. While he generally prefers a high-pressing style of play, he's not inflexible in his approach. He's adapted his tactics to fit the strengths of his players and the needs of each individual match. This flexibility is crucial in a competitive league like Eredivisie, where teams vary significantly in style and approach. And, of course, in the Premier League, where Ruud has just taken over a struggling Leicester team where total football may not be the best course of action. There were significant expectations surrounding his appointment, as Van Nistelrooy had already earned a reputation as an up-and-coming managerial talent with his successful tenure at PSV and an impressive, albeit short, stint at Man United. While the move was somewhat unexpected, it did speak volumes about Leicester's ambitions and their desire to return to the top half of the table with a strong and dynamic manager at the helm. Ruud took over as interim manager with a struggling Man United squad who were very low on confidence after having yet another manager sacked. However, Ruud managed to turn this around dramatically. He went unbeaten in his 4 games in charge, winning 3 and drawing 1. One of Van Nistelrooy's most prominent tactical trademarks is his commitment to high pressing and the principles of gegenpressing. Van Nistelrooy's team seek to disrupt their opponent's build-up play by pressing high up the field. When possession is lost, players are immediately instructed to press aggressively and win the ball back as quickly as possible. This style of play demands intense physical work and high energy from players, ensuring that they are constantly involved in both attacking and defensive phases. Ruud's high-pressing system worked well for PSV, where he was able to use players with quick feet, high football IQ, and the ability to press effectively. This approach also ties into Van Nistelrooy's experience as a former striker. His understanding of how to press from the front and win back possession in dangerous areas has translated into an effective attacking strategy. While Van Nistelrooy's teams do not lack a possession-based style, one of his preferred attacking setups is through counter-attacking football. This may be particularly key at Leicester this season. When his team win the ball back, they seek to quickly transition from defence to attack, using speed and direct passing to exploit gaps left by the opposition. This approach emphasises the importance of having quick wingers, tick, dynamic attacking midfielders, tick, and clinical finishers up front, which is no problem with the firing Jamie Vardy up there. Van Nistelrooy, as a former striker, understands the significance of quick transitions, especially when catching an opponent off guard. His teams frequently rely on pace in the final third to capitalise on counter-attacking opportunities, with the central striker playing a pivotal role in converting chances once the ball has been moved into dangerous positions. Though he is known for his attacking philosophy, Van Nistelrooy is also keen on defensive organisation. He places a premium on defensive shape and discipline, ensuring that his teams are well structured both in and out of possession. His defensive setup tends to be organised into a 4-3-3 formation, with a deep-lying midfielder acting as a shield in front of the back 4. The centre-backs are expected to be strong in aerial duels and well positioned to anticipate the opponent's attacks. Van Nistelrooy demands his fullbacks to contribute both defensively and offensively, providing width when attacking and ensuring defensive stability when the opposition has the ball. As a player, Van Nistelrooy worked under several high-profile managers, each of whom left a lasting impact on his managerial thinking. His playing career spanned top clubs like Manchester United, Real Madrid, and PSV, giving him the opportunity to be coached by some of the most renowned figures in world football. These influences are evident in his own tactical approach. One of the most significant influences on Van Nistelrooy's managerial style comes from his time under Sir Alex Ferguson at Man United. Ferguson's ability to motivate players and maintain a winning mentality at a club like Manchester United was something Van Nistelrooy admired deeply. Under Ferguson, Van Nistelrooy learned the importance of creating a cohesive team environment, managing egos, and establishing a winning culture. Ferguson's tactical flexibility also left a lasting impression on Ruud. Sir Alex was known for adapting his tactics based on the strengths of his players and the demands of the opposition. Van Nistelrooy himself has shown similar flexibility in his managerial career, adapting his tactics to different situations and making tactical changes mid-match when necessary. He will also have learned much about man management from Fergie. While controversial at times, Sir Alex knew how to get the best out of each individual player, and Ruud has witnessed this enough times for a thing or two to rub off on him. However, would Sir Alex's philosophies and methods work in today's game? Ruud Van Nistelrooy's journey as a manager is still unfolding, but early indications suggest that he has the potential to become one of the more astute and adaptable tacticians in the modern game. His blend of Dutch football influences, pragmatic tactical approach, and deep understanding of the game make him an exciting prospect for the future of football management. Ruud's decision to join Leicester was also indicative of his growing confidence as a manager. While at Man United and openly stating that he wanted the manager's job, the challenge of managing in the highly competitive and physically demanding Premier League was clearly appealing to him. Van Nistelrooy was keen to prove his credentials in a new, tougher environment, and Leicester's stature and potential made the project particularly appealing. Van Nistelrooy's influence was felt immediately upon his arrival at Leicester, as he quickly set about reshaping the club's tactical identity and fostering a competitive mentality. One of the first notable changes was the tactical setup. He favoured a 4-3-3 formation that suited counter-attacking, focusing on quick transitions, high pressing, and fluid attacking moves. The formation provided balance, with three midfielders tasked with both breaking up opposition attacks and launching counter-attacks. The use of wide wingers in a high press also meant Leicester could transition quickly into dangerous positions, an approach that excited the club's fanbase. While Van Nistelrooy is often associated with high-paced attacking football, he also brought a strong emphasis on defensive discipline. Under his leadership, Leicester's defence has become more organised, with a clear emphasis on compactness and positioning. The centre-backs, Vestergaard and Connor Cody, who are currently getting the nod, are expected to be proactive, reading the game and stepping out to intercept passes or block off passing lanes. Van Nistelrooy has instilled a mentality of quick transitions from defence to attack, but this was always balanced by defensive structure, ensuring that Leicester remain tough to break down even as they are pressing forward. Van Nistelrooy's arrival was quickly validated by results. In his first few games, Leicester displayed an immediate improvement in their play, earning crucial victories that saw them gain needed points near the bottom of the Prem. The team's improved fitness levels, high intensity and more fluid movement on the ball were evident in their attacking play, with Van Nistelrooy's system encouraging fullbacks to push forward and support attacks, while the midfielders worked tirelessly to win the ball back and transition into offensive positions quickly. In the early weeks of his tenure, Ruud Van Nistelrooy's impact at Leicester City has been undeniable. He not only helped stabilise the club's tactical approach, but also inspired a new sense of belief and ambition within the squad. His tactical acumen, gained from his experiences at United and working under legendary managers like Sir Alex Ferguson, was evident in the style of play that he introduced. His commitment to high pressing, solid defensive organisation and quick transitions made Leicester a far more competitive and well-rounded team. While the club's primary objective under Van Nistelrooy is to become a staple in the Premier League again, the signs point to a long-term vision, with the potential for Leicester to re-establish themselves as a top-flight force under his guidance.